little plait, which makes me very happy. I used to like think plaits were something that you only did when your hair looked bad or when you were little, and I've really loved the resurgence of the plait. I've just seen more girls wearing their hair in a plait and it's made me inspired to do it more, because it's actually such a pretty hairstyle. It's so much prettier than just whacking your hair up in a ponytail. So I did that today and I like to sort of loosen it up a bit, and yeah, it's also a very protective hairstyle, so it feels very cute. I want to get some more ribbon so I can put some ribbon in my hair. In fact, maybe I need to put some ribbon in today. I feel like I have a piece of ribbon. Let me see. Here I am saying I need to get more ribbon. I've got a literal box of it. I recommend you do this. I always save this at Christmas time because amongst my family, we all save any sort of ribbons or nice things on wrapping. And so I have quite the collection. So it's lovely to be able to use. I have got this green, but it's very small. I feel like the green could really work, but it's not. It's almost a bit too big as well, because I cut these. I think that these were all put on the Christmas tree, you know. I think they're all too small to do a bow with. Let me try this white ribbon. I do like the scrunchie, so if I don't like the ribbon, I'll go back to the scrunchie. Getting my hair done tomorrow, and oh, similar to my nails, I was having this feeling of like attempting to spread the time out between my hair appointments, or I don't know, I dye my hair because I have greys, but I am also kind of considering more recently not caring and growing them out. I may eat my words and just change my mind completely. But if anyone has done the same, it's not like I'm fully grey or anything, I just have greys throughout my crown area. And I've noticed that there's a few more around the front of my hairline. This is actually harder than I thought it would be. I thought this would take like a split second, but it's actually so difficult because of where it's positioned. I want you to cover the hair tie. Oh my goodness me. I'm being very particular about this. This just sums me right up. Can't just blimmin' do a bow on my hair without faffing. Okay, which one? If my hair's back though, it needs to be, yeah. Is this too much? No, I'm gonna actually collectively just say no. I'm in the interest of romanticising my life, romanticising autumn. I want to romanticise winter and Christmas, even into the months when it gets dark and miserable. And then I want to romanticise spring and then summer. I've just spritzed the lovely fern autumn. Oh no, I spritzed the summer one. I wish I'd spritzed the autumn one, but I always do this. I know for me with perfume, I can only really spritz twice. So I do one wrist and my neck, and then I'm done, because if I do more, I sneeze. But today, oh, actually, it might be the jumper, because I just cleared out my wardrobe. I'm gonna have to change this jumper. I just cleared out my wardrobe, and this is from my vacuum pack bags. And I remember this from last year that they're all quite dusty. So I need to wash them before I can wear them, because I'll just sneeze all day. I don't even think it's the perfume. Right, what jumper am I gonna wear instead? I got this jumper, I think it was like early summer, because I just thought it was so beautiful, but it's too much because it's, even though it's autumnal colours, it's got snowflakes, and that's very winter, so this is definitely a winter jumper. Is this a bit dull? It's a bit boring? Whatever. I'm in the interest of romanticising my life so that I can find joy from it, because I can get down with my mental health. We all know this, I talk about it enough. And I know some of you feel the same or have the same experiences. This is the issue if you have layered hair, is that all the layers fall out. I like with any loose hairs to spritz them with water so they can go curly. I think they look cute if they're just like little twists. Yeah, I have this issue where I do get a bit sad, a bit down, and what really helps me is to romanticise my life a bit. And it's kind of like you're playing a game, or like treating yourself like a character, not in a fake way or a funny way, but like it does help sometimes, and you feel a bit like, oh, I just can't be bothered with it. Like this morning it was dark outside and I was like, oh, it's getting so dark, and I wanted to walk Roxy and I was like, can I really walk her right now because it's so dark? And romanticising your life a little bit can kind of pick you up a little bit and make you feel just, I don't know, just happier. So I still went out and I was admiring the red sky. I think maybe it was to do the harvest moon last night. And just, I think it was the harvest supermoon, I think that's what it was. And I was just, yeah, I was just trying to pay attention to how gorgeous it was outside, because the leaves are really turning now and there's leaves all over the ground. And it's stuff like that, which if I wasn't trying to think that way, I may have just gone out and been like, oh, it's so dark and it's so early, and not paid attention. So I recommend that little tactic. Things like putting a ribbon in your hair, as, is fickle the right word? As, not fickle, as I guess silly, or I guess non, I don't know, doesn't feel significant. For me, it can make my day feel that more joyous, which is why I want to go back to getting my nails done, because I used to get so much joy when I would look down and my nails would be pretty, and now they're just nothing. Anyway, I need to find some jewellery for my ears. In fact, I might wear my little red garnet earrings that lots of you loved, that I got in a charity shop not that long ago. Or is that not the right vibe? I cannot tell. No, that's cute. The lip stain is Courage by Bare Minerals. They're lovely, I can't find it, but they're lovely. Oh my god, I need to find it now. I need to tell you. This is not the right one, but these are their Mineralist. Is that what they're called? Yes, the Mineralist Hydra Smoothing Lipsticks. Pretty much the main lipsticks I wear alongside the Hourglass, like lip stain balm things. And then I've used the, oh my god, I've got hair all over my face, Etique lip stain, which maybe is actually better than Bare Minerals because it's actually a lip stain rather than a lipstick. And I ran out of blusher quite a while ago, and I haven't bought new blusher because I have so many lipsticks, and I thought, well, lipsticks actually are gorgeous as blusher. So I've been using the lip stain and the lipstick as blusher and putting a bit on my nose, and I've loved the way it looks because it just looks like your skin, and it gives you such a nice glow because it's balmy, and I love it. I got a little package that I wanted to share with you from By Sarah, who are a totally vegan, cruelty-free brand. Hi Maddie, our new tender skin balm is here. Consider it your skincare first aid kit, clinically proven to replenish essential hydration and enriched with anti-inflammatory Madagascar extract from tiger grass. I'm very excited to try this. So we have their tender skin balm, and the packaging is gorgeous if the camera would focus. Beautiful. And then we have their daily SPF for sensitive skin, fragrance free. SPF 50 plus UVA, UVB, broad spectrum. So By Sarah is a great brand because they are B Corp, vegan, cruelty free, which I always love because it means I can just shop without having to think about it, because there are some brands that are cruelty free but only some products are vegan, and I get confused sometimes and don't realise what's in the ingredients of makeup, and I've messed up a few times. And same with skincare, so it's actually lovely to know that all of their stuff is. So I'm very excited to try this. In fact, I will try this and let you know how I get on. They're both for sensitive skin. Look at the packaging inside. Oh, it's very pretty, isn't it? Look at this. Beautiful. I feel like this will be similar, maybe just like the opposite colours or something. Yes, look how fun. Wonderful. So thank you, By Sarah, for that. I'll have to give that a go. Today I'm going to go and see my nieces, plural, because my sister had her new baby last weekend, and I'm gonna go to her house later. And I might go in the garden. I always say that and then it doesn't happen. We may not be able to. I also want to make my apple cinnamon fritters because I made them a few weeks ago when we were shooting them for my website, and they were so delicious that I've been thinking about them. So I'm going to pick some apples off the apple tree and we'll make them as well because they are so delicious, and it's coming up to the weekend, so I want a sweet treat. Look how sweet it is. little bow. I do have another package that I forgot about, just sitting down at my new favourite desk in the house in the pink bedroom. This is from the Secret Linen Store. We're super excited to be gifting you some of our first ever table linens collection. We have sent you our olive green 100% linen tablecloth and napkins to be beautifully paired with our white Bonnie 100% cotton runner. We hope you love the collection and we can't wait to see you style our products in your home. They very kindly contacted me and said, hey, look up this collection, would you like anything? And I was like, that's so generous. And I love having different linen. It's amazing for me for photo shoots, so I can style the food I'm making in different ways, but also it's so nice when you have people over or throughout the seasons to have different colours. I think if you've got like a great set for summer and a great set for autumn, winter, or even like a great set for Christmas, it's really lovely. So if you're thinking about planning your Christmas dinner table or anything like that, definitely check them out. I wondered if they gave me a discount. I don't think they did because it's on here, but they may have done. Basically, if there are discounts at any of these things, I'll link them below. Beautifully packaged in tissue paper. These are the olive green. Oh, this is the olive green runner. I do love a runner, in fact. Oh no, this is the napkins. Sorry. I love the colour of these, classic olive green. And I was just thinking recently how I would love a more soft green set of napkins because I've got some bright green ones that were vintage. But for photos, this kind of colouring is gorgeous to just add something and offset something. Often with vegan food, this is boring probably for those of you who don't care about photography, but for vegan food, often it leans very yellow and orange because of the types of foods. Sometimes with vegan food, I'll do lots of recipes and then there'll be a few back to back that are quite orange yellow leaning, and so colours like this are great to offset that. So you can use like backgrounds like marble backgrounds or green napkins just to offset that a little bit, which I find really fun. I find that whole process really enjoyable to plan how I'm going to shoot something. Well, not me, my friend Ali shoots it, but I'll kind of decide or plan ahead of time the sort of styling. So I guess I'm styling it a little bit. Well, we do it together, but it's very fun. And I also just love decorating. In fact, maybe I'll do that in a minute. I'll set the table up with some of these lovely new bits. I'm quite excited for this one. So this is their lovely broderie. So it's got that kind of lace broderie trim. And this is so classic and pretty. I hope this fits my kitchen table because my kitchen table's very big. I'm now wondering if it won't. Goodness, I really hope it does. And then I think that this is the matching tablecloth, the lovely olive green tablecloth. No, this is, I keep getting this very wrong, aren't I? This is the, oh no, it is a tablecloth. Yeah, this looks very nice and big actually, so this should fit. But again, this is really helpful for shoots as well because you can use things like this as a backdrop. Me and Ali have done that quite a few times because the granite in the kitchen can be a little distracting for photos sometimes, so having like a backdrop of like a neutral colour can be really helpful and also great for the table. This is a lovely autumn tablecloth, all year round to be honest actually. Gorgeous, gorgeous quality. And I think the Secret Linen Store, if I'm remembering this right, it's Two Sisters, is it Two Sisters? Or it's British. So lovely brand. If you're looking for something like this, go check them out. They've just released all of their new tablecloths and napkins. They also do bedding and things as well. They do lots of different linen stuff. So thank you so much to them for sending this to me. I'm really struggling with folding this. Oh my god, it's such lovely linen. It's not scratchy whatsoever. If I've ever bought linen on the high street, it's so much scratchy. You can tell the difference. Like when I bought nicer linen from, say like Linen Fox on Etsy, the place that I get my clothes from, you can really tell the difference. And this is lovely, soft linen. You can tell it's lovely quality. So thank you so much. I'm gonna get on with some work. I've got to like plan my day. It's how I like to start my days so that I know I'm not forgetting anything. Maybe we can do the table as well because I'd quite like to see what this looks like and see if the broderie table runner fits the table. Also, I'm absolutely obsessed with Sabrina Carpenter's new album. 10 out of 10. moment of truth whether this runner is the right length. It might be fine. Oh, it's close. I don't think it's going to be long enough, but maybe that's okay. Maybe it would still look cute, even if it's just to the edge. No, I think it's okay. That's adorable. Oops. I think actually later on, because I'm going to the pumpkin patch, so I can add some pumpkins to this to make like a cute table decoration, just because obviously Halloween is around the corner. I did decorate for autumn at the end of September, early October, but I didn't go all out because it was a bit too keen. I love to enjoy celebrating seasons, but not like way too early or anything. So I haven't really gone wild on the pumpkins, but I thought I could get a couple that I could put on this table instead of these apples, because I could use some of these for the apple fritters. And actually they've gone pretty rotten pretty quickly, which I don't really understand why, because I swear that apples are supposed to last a really long time. And maybe put some of the candles, I'll show you them. These are the candles that I've painted, if you watched that vlog. So this is leaves and this is mushrooms. So we've got the matching candlesticks. So I think this is quite cute if we had pumpkin in the middle with the candlesticks. It's kind of like a nice laid table for I just think it looks pretty if the table's laid rather than having nothing on it. And I might see if they have flowers when I go, or I could pick some wild flowers or some dried flowers. I'm trying to think, because you could have like a centerpiece of some colourful flowers with the pumpkins around it. I'll have a little think, but that could be cute. But I also love the size of these napkins, but these would be so pretty on if I was like hosting like a Halloween dinner or something. They would be so lovely. Very, very happy with these. This is also, I think, a part of romanticising the seasons, is making your home, just doing like little special bits to make your home feel like that season that you're in. I love in spring to add lots of little small wildflowers in tiny vases, in like little bud vases, and then in summer having more sort of larger bouquets of flowers. If you're curious, this is my napkin collection. So I have these green ones that were vintage, but they're brighter. So that sometimes with photos they're just a bit too much, though I do love them I use them quite a lot in the summer actually. We've got some burgundy ones, which I tend to use at Christmas. The issue is I often only have 4 of things, but sometimes it's quite nice, you know, if I've got 4 of these and 4 of those, that could be a nice combination for Christmas Day, where you alternate the colours. I have got 8 white ones because that's very practical. And then these ones are perfect for spring because they've got little daisies on them. And I just love them. They were from M&S and they actually brought them back this year. So I wonder if they do really well. So they may bring them back next year as well. I've got some vintage ones as well. Yeah, look, these beautiful vintage napkins with little flower applique as well. But yeah, we're completing our little collection. So I will update you later on the way this looks. But that does look quite pretty, doesn't it? Even without flowers in it. Postman just arrived. I don't know what this is. I've forgotten. It says Madeleine and Olivia, so someone has sent me something. This is a bit of a PR unboxing day. I haven't vlogged as much recently to share packages, I feel like. What were the last videos I did? I think the last videos I did were more specific videos, the ones I was filming. I know that there was a I gained the weight back video and then there was a gardening video, so that's why I haven't been doing my daily usual things to be able to show you this sort of stuff. What is this? Sophie Conran. Oh, Sophie Conran weed diffuser candle. I don't remember receiving this email. They must have emailed Tom before he went off. Oh my gosh, that's so weird because when I was emptying and tidying in the bedroom, the reed diffuser in there is empty. I like to buy refills. And I was just thinking, oh, I need to order a refill. Let's see what this looks like, because Sophie Conran, I've got her bedding in our bedroom. Sophie Conran Energies, the 7 chakras. Partnership with Wax Lyrical, Sophie's Energies collection has been created to help balance your moods using fragrance and colour. A gentle reminder to take a step back and a little time to focus on what's going on in your life. Each of the chakras brings a spotlight to your inner world, observing and realigning what is lacking and what is in excess, bringing clarity, harmony and well-being. I'm curious to see what the design is of this because I have a feeling it's going to be pretty. Lovely sized reeds, they're huge. Does that make a difference to how it permeates the room? Oh, okay, yeah, this one's way prettier. It's like a vase. That's gorgeous. I have also run out of candles and I put that on my Christmas list. I've literally burnt all the candles I own, which is very funny. So this is good to know that you can buy the refill. So this is Guaiac Wood and Elemi Clarity is the one that they've sent me. Getting excited and trying to do too many things at once. I have been told with diffusers is not to pour all of it at once because if you fill it too much, it doesn't last as long, or it's not as strong smelling. So I'm just going to put a little bit in here and then let's smell this. Oh, that's lovely. It smells like perfume. Oh my God, it smells so, well, it smells very like relaxing and it does smell like clarity. I might swap this one and put this one in our bedroom and then refill that other one that I have. But thank you so much, Sophie Conran. Let's try this one. So this is the same smell. Actually, this will be easier for me to smell it because it's very different in a diffuser. Oh my God, that's such a pretty design. It's a tall design and obviously Sophie Conran is known for these ribbed shapes to her homeware. That's such a lovely scent. Really relaxing. So if I start doing yoga at home, I can light this candle. I'm going to put that downstairs actually in the living room. No, I'm going to put that in the bathroom. Not the bath, in the bathroom. So I can light this when I have a bath to get that sense of clarity. Thank you so much. I'm sorry for all the PR. I know some of you really don't like PR. I really am trying to be considerate of the PR I receive. So I'm only accepting stuff that genuinely I would buy or love the brand. I don't get anywhere near what I used to get. For that reason, I'm off to my sister's now. We're not doing the pumpkin patch today because it's raining. So I'll either do it tomorrow or Sunday. I'll try and like reschedule for a day where it's not awful weather, but I'm just gonna go round and give Alma and Bea a cuddle. I just want a newborn baby cuddle.
Just life is better now.
Daddy,
Shower. Yeah.
Having a bath is always my absolute favourite way to wind down, and I have them year round, but I feel like autumn winter they amp up a lot because it's so much colder. I used to have one a week on a Sunday and now I've started to have them on Fridays as well because they really calm me, and I think if you find like a healthy habit that makes you feel that good, keep it up, because some baths just do something to me. I think it's because I'm forced to sit there and do nothing but watch like a reality TV show or read, smell a candle, you know, do my skincare, wash my hair. It just is so calming. Obviously I don't need to explain to you why baths are calming, of course they are, but yeah, I'm gonna have a bath and enjoy a glass of wine and probably watch Real Housewives or Big Brother. I feel like I'm up to date on Big Brother, but just, yeah, really wind down the end of the week. I've just finished work. It's quite late to finish work, but I really wanted to get a video finished, my kitchen renovation video. If you don't follow me on Instagram, go follow me on Instagram because I've started a new renovation series on there. I've just uploaded episode 1 of our kitchen renovations. I know so many of you have watched that on YouTube, but maybe some of you haven't, or maybe some of you would enjoy the refresher of kind of like bite-sized parts so that you can see how we did it and me give you kind of all of that detailed information, because I do get questions occasionally about what we did in certain rooms, so maybe that's of interest to you if you don't already follow me on Instagram. But yeah, it's 7 PM. I'm gonna get in the bath and then me and Alex are gonna make pizzas because we've started to do pizza nights every Friday night and I look forward to it all week.
What is it called? Sriracha.
Cholula.
What are the flavours? Like yuzu, tikka. Can you name a South Korean food?
Kimchi's from Korea.
Oh yeah. So I said, does that enjoy your gochujang bibimbap?
Gochujang. Bibimbap.
Which which is different to what I thought bibimbap was.
Good morning, it's Saturday. We're in a different car and we're with Bea and Roxy and Alex. We're going to the pumpkin patch at Trevascus. We're taking little Bea with us. And we're driving this car because Alex is insured on it because they went on a trip together. When was it? To Anfield.
Yeah.
And the car seat is a nightmare to take out, so I'm so excited actually to see the pumpkins.
I haven't been before.
It's very cute.
Oh, sorry, getting used to the brakes.
Used to the manual. Yeah, there's so many pumpkins.
Yeah.
Oh, look at all the pumpkins.
Wow. There's so many pumpkins.
Look at all these.
Wow.
So many pumpkins. Oh my goodness.
That's a big one.
Some really big ones. Right, should we look for some good ones? Wow.
Look.
It's huge.
I'm gonna hold it.
You can't hold it. We've got pumpkins to eat. They're eating all the pumpkins, aren't they, Bea? Look at the fluffy black ones. Look at the chicken. A cockerel. That's a cockerel, that's the male one. They've got a lovely kitchen garden here as well. What kind of fruit is this? Loganberry, is that what it said?
It did. I don't know if that's what they look like.
There's quite a lot of... It's a bit overgrown. Maybe it's kind of been left because it's autumn now. Mint. All the veg beds. I think they've just turned them over, ready probably for next year. Look, they've dug lots of them out, and then in spring they can plant all the new vegetables. Oh look, the beans have fallen over. We've got a nice little orchard. Didn't know you could come down here. This is quite cute, isn't it? Oh look, there's some, look, courgette. Do you see these? Do you see the green things here? You might have eaten these at home. Look, come around here and you can see the courgette. Do you see it?
Hold it. I'm gonna hold it.
You want to hold the camera?
Mm.
Okay. Look, you film yourself. Do you see?
Look.
Yeah. Who's that?
Hey.
You.
I can see crocodile.
Pardon?
I can see crocodile.
I'm coming. I think, yeah, pear. Do you see the lettuce?
That's a pear.
Pear tree is here, look. And this is lettuce like you have in your salad. You see the big lettuce? And we've got a peach tree. Broad beans. Oh, cucumbers, yeah. I love the old door. Look, they've got all the new shoots of lettuce. They must use this all in the cafe.
Go this way.
Oh look, it joins. I see, that's where we were before. What's that one? Is that vine leaves, like grapes? Bea, come look at this massive... Is it like... It's almost like a banana leaf. Yeah, they are grapes, I was right, yeah. So epic. That would be a lovely thing to grow, wouldn't it? Should we get a fun white one? Or... This one?
Yeah. But it's too heavy.
Too heavy, we'll put this one in.
This one.
Wow, that's huge!
Yeah.
dropped me off. Now I'm off to get my hair dyed. It's looking a little bit grey. I think I mentioned in this video that I'm considering just not dyeing my hair and embracing the grey. So can you see? Like, it's not all grey, it's just like slithers of grey. And part of me wonders that, well, I was watching basically this guy who talked about what the worst damage you can do to your hair is, and he said the people who end up with like the worst damage to their hair as they get older, which is kind of a bit harder to repair because your hair gets less strong and it gets a bit more fine, is when people are so determined to get rid of their grey hair, they keep dyeing it dark, especially women who have darker hair, because blonde you can kind of highlight in between the greys and it's more disguisable, rather than putting, you know, permanent dye, block colour all over your head every, like, by the time you're older, maybe what's every 4 weeks or something if your greys are really heavy. And I was thinking, if I'm dyeing my hair now every 8 weeks or so, it will only become more frequent. Well, no, actually no, it hasn't been 8 weeks, it's been 12 weeks. I actually changed it to 12 weeks because I realised 8 weeks was just not necessary. But yeah, if you up the frequency, you end up with more dye in your hair, especially at the root area. It becomes like very heavy with dye, and that can damage your hair in the long run. So I was like, and also when one day I want to just grow out my grey hair, that'll be such a faff. Because your hair, like, imagine my hair length, that'd probably take about 10 years. That's probably like 10 years of hair growth, right? Maybe 5 years. Well, if you think your hair will grow like a couple of inches in between each time you get it cut. So like a full head of hair is like years and years of growth. So if you have dye on your hair and you wanted to go grey and just embrace the grey, you would have to like either bleach your hair and then dye it grey to match, or you'd have to grow it out. So it's just something I'm thinking about. Let me know.
You said you were going to do your hair like Bella Swan's with the extensions.
We were watching Twilight last night and I was noticing how obvious her extensions were, and I hadn't noticed it before because her hair colour is so much lighter and her extensions were black. But anyway, those of you who watch me who are older, who have had grey hair, you know, the experience of going from your natural hair colour from when you're younger to going grey, please let me know any regrets you have or what you've done. Obviously, because I'm not blonde, that's like, maybe one day I would need to go, well, I don't know, that's the thing. I know lots of women end up going blonde because it's easier. I can't imagine myself being blonde.
Oh, I can.
But yeah, I'm young and I've got some grey hair, but it's not a lot of grey. Well, it's probably, maybe it's a lot for my age, but it's genetic. My mum and my uncle both went grey quite young, so I think it's just one of those things. But I'd love to know, because the hindsight, if lots of you are like, yes, it was a nightmare, just embrace the grey now. But then it's so, ooh, it's so nerve-wracking though, when, especially when I'm going backwards. God, the roads around here are crazy.
A bit overgrown.
It is a bit nerve-wracking, especially in the age of the internet, when there's so much pressure to always look younger, and I'm seeing it increasingly. Botox fillers, dyeing your hair, and just this obsession with anti-aging. It is a bit confronting, because like, if I'm the girl who is going to be online and be like, yeah, I'm not going to get Botox, I'm not going to dye my hair, and I'm going to age, you kind of think, well, will I just become irrelevant because I'm not going to look young like everyone else? Maybe I'm jumping too far ahead. I'm only 32. I follow people who are in their 40s and 50s, so why do I care?
But then if everyone does it,
yeah,
to
it's
look
true.
young, then you'd stand out. Although,
yeah.
To be honest, you could use a little bit of Botox.
I'm joking. Actually, I'm pretty happy with my skin at my age. I do have the crow's feet, which sometimes in photos, in fact, Alex just took a picture of me at the pumpkin patch, and my creases go like down here and they make like little dimples.
Come see your friends.
But like, why is that bad? Like, it should just be cute, right? Hair refreshed. I got a little trim, blow dry, colour all refreshed. I think this is my favourite length of my hair for sure. I love it when it's long like this. God, absolutely not. Alex cut all of his hair off and I'm mad at him. Oh, yours is? Isn't it? Good afternoon. I'm in the garden and I just went to the garden centre to get some mulch, so some sort of landscape bark. I found some cardboard, and upon a bit of research it seems that using mulch or bark is a little bit simpler and maybe better than gravel. The argument being that gravel is a little hard on your feet, or your dog's feet, or your cat's feet if they're helping, but also that gravel can kind of get everywhere and it requires a bit more prep, and also weeds still end up growing through gravel anyway. It's a nightmare to have to always mow between because it grows really fast in summer. So I'm putting this cardboard down and we're going to layer the bark so that I can prep this basically for spring and I can continue trimming and then put some cardboard basically on the beds. I'm going to collect all the cardboard we get. We do get like quite a large delivery from our dog food every month and also cat food. And if I ever get like PR, we do end up with cardboard, so it's quite a good use of it. And I also can go to the supermarket or go to the even go back to the garden centre and see if they've got any cardboard I can borrow or steal. And yeah, really cover up all these veg beds in preparation. Thank you so much to everyone's advice on my gardening video that I uploaded the other day. I'll leave a link to it, because so many of you have said that this is a lot of veg beds and don't put pressure on myself, and to actually maybe just plant some wildflowers or cut flowers in the bottom beds. So I actually think that this year, or sorry, in spring, I will do exactly that. I think I'm going to do it half and half. So I'm going to do 8 beds with just loads of cut flowers and just plant them and leave them to it and not make it overcomplicated. And then the rest of them can be focused for vegetables that I can actually be working on, because I'm assuming the idea of cut flowers is you just plant them and then you can just cut them obviously when you want them, and it would be a simpler job. So yeah, that's my plan now. Go get the mulch, pile it up on the cardboard. That looks so nice and tidy compared to the kind of grassy bits. It will just be something I have to stay on top of, so I need to weed it and top it up when it starts to not look so good, because this will hopefully be way more manageable. Look how good this looks. It looks so much better. I really hope that I've done it enough so that weeds don't grow through or the grass doesn't grow through. I'll keep you updated. I have run out of mulch and cardboard, but also the bottom needs trimming. So we'll just do that another day. And Alex has also removed 2 more of the posts. So we only have a tiny bit of trellis over here left and the little gate arch to remove. Yay! Good morning. I'm gonna go outside and pick some apples because I really want to make my apple fritters. This is a new recipe that will be live today actually. So they're my apple or baked apple cinnamon fritters, and they're totally vegan. I tried them with deep frying and I didn't enjoy them as much, so I opted for baking because I think they just tasted a lot nicer. Were easier to do as well. The frying method, I find deep frying, it makes your whole house smell, and it is such a faff, and I always never really know what to do with the oil afterwards. So I'll show you how I make this, and I'm just gonna head out now to go get some apples. It's actually a stunning day today. So sunny. You can see that the wisteria is really changing now. The orange leaves. And we had a bit of a windy storm, so it's really sad, but our whole creeper has all come off in the wind. Most of the apples actually have fallen from the tree now, and there's actually some fresh ones on the ground, so I'm just going to pick them off the ground. There's only like a tiny one here, a little bitty one, and then there's quite a lot, but they're high up. But you can quite easily tell the ones that have just fallen because they aren't rotten at all, and I can just tell by now. So I only need 4 today. I did pick some a while ago, but then I realised actually they weren't the best apples because I picked them a bit early, and these have got more red on them. They're just a bit riper, so they taste a lot nicer, and the ones that I picked too early have just gone rotten. So I'm learning with this tree how to harvest the apples properly. And this year I'm sad, I did miss out a little bit. I wanted to make cider this year, but I think what I will do actually is maybe just pick up all the remaining apples that aren't rotten and make a batch of apple sauce, because that's super easy. So I will do that probably either next weekend or the weekend after. We'll see how I get on, but this recipe is very easy. You literally just peel, core and chop the apple into bite-sized pieces. I pop them in a bowl as I go, and I do them one by one so I can drizzle them with lemon so they don't go brown. Then you mix up the dry ingredients and the wet ingredients, combine, kind of like a banana bread or something. And then you shape them into little fritters on a baking tray and then bake them. And then when they come out of the oven and they're cooling, you can mix up the glaze, which is really yummy. It's maple syrup, icing sugar, cinnamon, and a little bit of milk, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And you drizzle that on top, and they are so good. So good. I'm using apples from my garden, but you can use normal eating apples from the shop. And yeah, this is gonna be so yummy. Now I've got our apples, I'll just set them aside, and then we're gonna mix our dry ingredients. Then mix 250 grams of flour, 40 grams of caster sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, pinch of salt, mix 200 ml of non-dairy milk, 125 grams of applesauce, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Mix, add your wet ingredients to your dry, stir to combine, and then fold in your apples. Dollop onto a baking tray. This is what they look like. He was definitely a little too big. And I think it makes approximately 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think that's what I've written on the recipe, but honestly you can make them as big or small as you like. And then you bake them in the oven for 20 minutes at 220 degrees Celsius or 420 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm going to preheat my oven now because we're still waiting on our oil delivery. We ordered it ages ago and I wanted to have the Aga on so that I can cook in it, but it's been off the whole time. Probably a good thing today because it's boiling, but I'm just going to preheat the oven. I should have done this before, but behind the scenes means if I'm filming, it does make it quite loud and not the best sound, so I tend to wait. And then these will be all nice and puffed up and baked. I made 14 because I think I made them a little too big. Like you can see these ones, they splurged out a little bit, but I'm not going to bother like readjusting so I can make 15, it doesn't really matter. So these can go in now. Here they are out the oven. So they just look like, kind of like little pancakes. And I just leave them to cool like this for like 5 minutes so they can harden up, and then pop them on a cooling rack to cool fully while we make our icing. Here's a fun hack. If your icing sugar is really, really compacted like mine was, pop it in a blender so that it's easier to sieve, because I did this last time and it took me so long to sieve this. But this is just some icing sugar and then cinnamon and maple syrup with a splash of water if it needs it to make our glaze. You don't have to do this. I give an option in the recipe where you can mix cinnamon and sugar together, and then you can just toss them in that if you like, but the glaze is quite lovely. So this is our glaze. You just add a splash of water, just add it bit by bit with icing. Don't put too much in, because then you have to make more icing and use more icing sugar. I always just do like a spoonful at a time until you have the consistency you want. You want it to be runny enough that you can drizzle, but not runny enough that it's watery. So that's pretty much bang on actually. And then we can drizzle this over our fritters when they are cooled. Look at those. So yummy, and they're so easy to do. Like literally, this is, I feel like, another great one for doing with children. If you were with kids, this is very fun, I think, to do. If you go to an apple orchard for the afternoon, do some apple picking, come home and make these. Very cute. They are ready. Do you want to do a taste test with me, Alex?
Yes.
I'm here. I just ate one, so I'll have a little one because I'm...
Oh, so you don't need to do this then, do you?
Go on. Cheers.
Oh boy.
I love these so much.
Apple. Have these for breakfast, right?
I mean, you could, yeah.
Okay, good.
I think they'll be great after lunch with a cup of tea.
Just like now.
They are kind of like pastry, like they remind me of a pastry you would have in like
They remind me of
Amsterdam or something.
A Danish pastry, which I used to love. The apple's kind of like half gooified.
And it's got the apple sauce in there as well.
Oh, that's fine.
And cinnamon.
Very good.
So I'll leave the link to this recipe down below so you can give it a try. And definitely sign up to my newsletter if you want to be updated when the recipes go live, because sometimes it's not in conjunction with these videos. So if you sign up to my newsletter, I send one every week and it lets you know what new recipes there are, and also other seasonal recipes that you can try. So you kind of like have, I don't know, like soups one week, maybe some baked things the next week, maybe some stews and curries. And I'm trying to like share my favorites for the season. So sign up to the newsletter and give this video a like and subscribe. And what emoji should they leave, Alex?
Apple fritter emoji.
An apple emoji.
No.
There's no apple fritter.
You sure?
Leave an apple if you got this far. Bye.